Our East End farmers tonight say they are fighting for their very survival. They say a potential change to a state law aimed at making sure farm workers are compensated for overtime will put them out of business. News 12's Doug Geed explains.
We're getting to a point with agriculture that we're getting regulated out of business.
Jeff Rotkamp's family has been farming on Long Island for 150 years and says each year the challenges for he and his fellow growers get bigger. The latest concern is the possibility that a state panel could mandate overtime for all workers after a 40-hour week. Family-run farms say with razor-thin profit margins, it'll be difficult to continue operating.
We just cannot compete with the rest of New York State, where the minimum wage is lower, so that compounds the overtime as well.
Farmers say with the high cost of doing business here on Long Island, they simply can't absorb the cost of overtime. Many say what they'll end up doing is such things as planting less labor-intensive crops, changing their operations in order to cap the work week at 40 hours.
Our workers are happy working on our farms. They're happy to have the hours. And so by going down to 40 hours, they're going to have less hours.
I see it as a no-win situation. For the farm workers, they would get less hours, they would get less money. For myself, my expenses would go up, and for the public, probably the price of food would be going up.
Among the proponents of expanding overtime eligibility is the state's AFL-CIO, which said for far too long, farm workers have been treated as less than other workers when it comes to being paid overtime. They deserve to be treated with the same dignity and respect afforded other workers. But farmers say this is a fight for their survival.
Our farmers are the ones that feed us every day. 3 meals a day, 365 days a year. And if we don't take care of our farmers, we're in a lot of trouble in this country.
The panel's vote could come within a couple weeks. In Brookhaven, Doug Geed, News 12 Long Island.
And farmers were always exempt from federal overtime mandates because their work is seasonal. But 2 years ago, the state required overtime after a 60-hour work week and could lower that to 40.